Good morning, everybody. Improving fertility with natural medicine and therapies and fertility coaching. Ask a question, feel free to share your journey. We are talking about fertility health, improving your health with natural holistic solutions. And usually I'm live around 11, half 11. Today is a little bit early. So anyway, thank you for being here and connecting. So welcome to everyone who is looking for solutions for fertility. If you're trying to get pregnant and want to improve your health, want to do the best preconception health care, want to improve your health, your well-being, your mindset, everything that you and your partner both can do, that is what we will be sharing here. That's what I share daily, and that is what I support couples and women with bespoke natural fertility care, holistic solutions for their health and well-being. My name is Ashish, and I have been supporting couple and women's health for last 10 years with natural bespoke fertility solutions, natural herbal medicines, therapies, fertility massages. We do all Ayurvedic treatments in Harley Street in central London. So if you are somebody looking for those treatments and solutions and consultation, then reach out, send an inquiry at ashishveda.uk. And if you have a journey, if you are on this journey trying to get pregnant for good many months or years and you don't know which way to turn, you don't know what else to think about, then feel free to ask a question. Yeah. And let's see if I can give you a holistic perspective, if I can give you a new perspective, new eyes to look at your condition. Yeah. So, yeah. M57, what to do for recurring yeast infections which are stopping you from getting pregnant. M57, tell me, what have you done so far for it? Also tell me how long this has been happening for. Keep typing and I will tell you what you might be missing. So tell me, what have you done so far to improve it? It has been happening for 5 months now. It's worse when you are ovulating. Okay? And what solutions have you done so far? What have you taken so far for it? Taken medicine. What? Antibiotics? What other medications have you taken? Vaginal medications? Tried probiotic? Okay. Stopped using any shower gel. Who uses shower gel for vulva and vagina anyway? We don't want to do that. Yeah. We should never be doing that. So it is good that you have stopped if you were doing that before. Antibiotics, how many lot of antibiotics you have taken in the 5 months? Simra, I've had bacterial vaginosis and got antibiotics from my doctor for it, and now I think I'm okay. Right. Okay. Twice you have taken antibiotics. So M57, infections, yeast infections, or bacterial vaginosis. Just give me a second before. Okay. Now, Doctor keeps telling me it's bacterial vaginosis, but it's more symptoms of yeast. Millie, sorry, we have a dog and you can't control dogs. Okay, M57, it is a issue that is not just only vaginal health issue. It is an issue that is coming from your gut health. Yeast infections come from poor gut health. Also, what you are eating, the kind of foods that you're eating, how you eat it, how do you cook food, and as well as your lifestyle overall. And yes, the chemicals that you use on your body, shower gels and sprays and perfumes, and if you're using pads also, which are not really organic pads, all of that could be causing it, as well as your partner could be causing it. He could be reinfecting you again and again. So his health also needs to be looked at. And taking antibiotic is a very short-term therapy, and it is also going to really wreck up your gut health even more. So if you have never looked at overall looking at your digestive health and gut health, that's what you need to do. So either reach out to somebody else, reach out to me or to somebody else, and really look at your whole holistic health. Okay? Any kind of vaginal infection, women need to realize it also is coming from your partner, and that you are also infecting your partner as well. So it just becomes that vicious cycle, right? And that's why we treat both men and women antibiotically, but we should also be doing holistically as well. So those are the things that you need to do. Yeast is coming from, there's too much moistness in your system, there is too much phlegm, which also comes from sugar and carbohydrate based diet. So yeah, all of that needs to be looked at. Yeah, makes sense? Does that make sense? Hi, can low iron affect fertility? Pavlina? Yes, absolutely, directly. I do have a fairly balanced diet and have been underweight most of my life. Okay, then it needs to be looked at more deeply. What else is going on? Yeah. And why are you getting this constant infection? Simra, I also went for an ultrasound and nurse said I have small cyst which isn't serious. Okay, what is this related to, Simra? You were saying something before. Cyst, where is the cyst? So what's the question, Simra? Do you have a question? You're just sharing. Natural fertility solutions, natural ways to improve and enhance your health so that you can get pregnant faster and healthier is the discussion here. And if you are a couple right now trying to get pregnant and want to use solutions which are more holistic, which are more balanced, which don't not only just chemical based, or maybe you are somebody whose the chemicals don't suit you, or hormones don't suit you, or medicines have a lot of side effects, so they may not suit you. If you are that person, then you can look into holistic medicine. And if you're already looking into holistic medicine and solutions, then ask a question, because that's what we do here in our clinic with all holistic solutions. Fertility massages, we do Ayurvedic treatments, we do Ayurvedic panchkarma, we do Ayurvedic medicine, we do Ayurvedic lifestyle, Ayurvedic gut health. Everything at my clinic is based on Ayurvedic medicine as well as based on Western herbal medicine. So you can have all those solutions for you and get great results like my patients do. Yeah. So you can have the same result as well. Right. The cyst was on my ovaries. Do you think it was because I missed my period? No. That's not how you have cyst. But cysts can also, small cysts sometimes are physiological and they can disappear as well. But cysts have to be followed up. Everything has to be followed up. Any growth that you have inside your body or on your body has to be followed up. Is it increasing at certain times or decreasing? It is just very hard to follow up, because what it means is you'll have to keep doing scans, internal scans or scans otherwise, which are not really good for the body. We should not be doing that many scans. But yeah, it is not because you missed your period. What fruits and veggies are good for detoxification? Lolo, there is no just any specific foods and fruits. Actually, foods and veggies is not really good for detoxification at all. What you need is bitter herbs. You need bitter herbs that can cleanse your liver. That is what is going to really give you detoxification effect. Lubna, I did IUI 3 but no success. Okay, so why are you doing IUI, Lubna? Infection started 5 months ago, but we have been together for 2 years. Okay, sure. M57, anything can change in health. Your partner might have changed his health, his habits, something changed. Yeah, and I'm not saying that is the case, but in vaginal infections, that has to be looked at, because obviously you are a couple and you are intimate. So it is a lot of the time comes and cross infection keeps happening. You can be with the same partner and you can still get infected. You can be doing the same health, and whatever you are doing right now needs to be looked at, because 5 months is too long to be having yeast infection. So something is not working. Yeah. I'm going to have another ultrasound, but my doctor has booked an appointment with me to discuss my previous ultrasound. Right. And what is the point of discussion? Or the cyst. Yeah. So thank you for liking and sharing and hearts and gifts, whatever you do. Thank you for all of those, whatever different platforms require for you to appreciate the life, as well as put in front of more women and couples who are trying to get pregnant and having issues right now. So you are doing them a huge favor. Thank you. I'm just worried because I've been trying since July last year. Right. Worried about what? About the cyst? About not getting pregnant and about your ultrasound, right? Simra, what other investigations have you done? You and your partner, what investigation has your husband done so far, and what other investigations have you done so far? Cyst is not a massive issue, but cyst stops ovulation. That's the problem. So small cyst or cyst is not a bigger issue. You can improve them with natural herbal medicines and diet and lifestyle as well. But sometimes cysts then become persistent, or they keep coming back if you don't change habits and lifestyle, or hormonal changes, if hormones are not balanced. So that's where the cyst comes from. But pregnancy comes from you and your partner's health. So what other investigations has he done? What other investigations have you done so far in the last 1 year? We are starting, today is the 25th of April, and we are starting with 10 couples. Couples who are ready to start, who are ready to go. They know that they want to improve their health. They know that they are fully dedicated to become the best possible parents that they want to be, and they want to use some natural solutions. They want to do everything possible, which is what part of our holistic 90-day plan is. If you are that couple, reach out. inquiry@ashishveda.uk. All of you who are asking questions here, you could be part of that plan. 90 days plan, improving everything possible about your health, holistically, gently, in your own body's rhythm, and as well as taking herbal medications. So inquiry at ashishveda.uk is the email for you to reach out if you want to be part of that. Simra, my husband has not had any appointments. I've just had an ultrasound. Okay. So Simra, ask your husband to go to the GP and book his sperm analysis test. Okay. If you have been trying for a year and it has not been happening, it is coming from your and your partner's health. Whatever is happening in his health, his sperm quality, and whatever is happening to your egg quality, which is coming from your health, all of that needs to be ruled out, needs to be investigated further. And he should also have his usual blood test, liver test, thyroid function test, all those tests, gut health tests, so to know that his holistic health is there as well. That's what you should do. Simra, you're very welcome. Thank you for your advice. I just need to convince him now. You need to convince him for what? What do you need to convince him for? Oh, somebody else had a question here. Sorry, I missed. Beth, fibroid also? What about fibroid? Beth, if you have a question, feel free to ask or expand what you were asking. Here, I use ovulation app, but how accurate is this? MH, from what I have investigated and I have heard from other practitioners and people in the field, ovulation apps, every app that is charting your cycle, they are correct 25% of the time, maximum, between 20 to 25% of the time. Why? Because not every woman in the world is ovulating on day 14, and those apps, most of them are primed for day 14, and it is missing the window. And your cycle is so unique to you and your health and your mind. It is really hard to be just relying on the app. You can use app very cleverly when you chart yourself and then also confirm with the app. Those two things you should be using, but not only the app. You might be missing that ovulation window. Simra, to get himself checked, he thinks he's fine. Yeah, Simra, that is the universal problem with men. Yeah. Every man thinks he's a stud and he has got no issues with their sperm. My sperm is absolutely fine. What can be wrong with my sperm, right? That's what every man thinks or likes to think, but that's not the case. Yeah, sperm health is really bad, and men need to be first thing. If any man who wants to become a father, what do we do? Any woman who wants to become a mother, what do? They go to the doctor, they get checked. And every man who wants to become the father, he thinks, oh, I'm great already. I don't need to do any checkups. It's just ridiculous. Right, MH, how do I test this to know the best dates? You chart your body temperature every single morning with thermometer, and you have to chart it for good 3 to 6 months to get some idea about when are you ovulating. And then you need to look at the peaks that you get based on your temperature. BBT, basal body temperature measurements, that's what it is called. That should be done, and then if you then want to rely on app or confirm certain things with app like LH strips and stuff, it may be useful. Yeah. MH, how old are you? Should it be high? Yes. When you're ovulating, you have the highest point of temperature. Arava, what can be used for autoimmune blood disorder? Herbal medicines. Autoimmune can be corrected. It's not a rocket science to correct autoimmune. It depends how chronic it is and how long it will take. You know. MH34. So you don't know when you ovulate. You don't know when you are having cervical mucus. You don't know when you're feeling a little bit more in mood for sex. You don't know when your temperature is a little high in your cycle. You never learned about those, MH? Right, yeah. So that's the best reliable source. More reliable than the app, yeah. That's fabulous if you already know that. I've just got my period after nearly 2 months. Do you think this is because of irregular period, or can it happen because of the small cyst? Small cyst and irregular period are linked to each other, and they're linked to your hormonal levels, okay? The fact that you have a cyst is because of one big factor is hormonal levels. Second big factor is stagnation factor, how healthy your pelvic area is, how healthy your gut is, how healthy your uterus overall is, how much blood flow your uterus is getting, your ovaries is getting. When blood flow is not there, that's when we start to get growths, yeah, because stagnation starts to happen. So they are all interlinked. Body does not, it's not compartmentalized like that. We are one, and everything that is happening to you, everything is interconnected. MH, fabulous, yeah. So you need to find out when you see the cervical mucus. Cervical mucus, when it starts to release, is the time when you're ovulating, and that is the best reliant method. Many women, a few percentage of women who don't release cervical mucus, but they might still be ovulating. So there are those women as well. But there are always certain signs that you have to become attuned to, you know. So yeah, okay. So positive pregnancy positive 90-day plan is starting today for couples who are looking for solutions, looking for holistic herbal medicines, looking for consultation, looking for what else can they change in their diet, nutrition, lifestyle, in their relationship. How can they make their exercise better? How can they make their every routine that they do in the daytime, nighttime, how can they make it better? How can they make their gut better? How can they make their sleep better, right? So if you are that couple, inquiry at ashishveda.uk. That is the email. So send me an email, or my team, somebody will reply to you and give you more information. Mariam, my ovulation plus period used to be clockwork. Now they are all over the place, sometimes 5 to 6 week cycle, right? Mariam, so what happened? How old are you? What is the medical history here? Simra, okay, you're taking fertility tablets, yeah? Fertility tablets help you to release more eggs. Fertility tablets can also be causing your cyst because it is stimulating your ovaries. But if you don't have enough health, rest of the health, if the body is not supporting that, then it is, ovaries are just getting extra stimulated, yeah. As well as, do understand that pregnancy is going to come from your egg and his sperm. So whatever you are doing, if he's not doing things at the same time, and if you don't know his health, then you are leaving 50% on the table. That you are not, you don't really know where his health is, and you could be just doing all these things pointlessly. Yeah, that is something you should get here. Mariam, I'm 36, ectopic pregnancy in November and fallopian tube removal. Okay, so I think it is an effect of that still. So what did they give you for ectopic? Did you take medicine or did you have an op? Simra, book a consultation. Let's look at your health. Yeah? Because I don't know your medical history and I can't tell you whether you can stop tablets or not or even take them. I'm just giving you a general view. Yeah? Mariam, I had surgery. Right. Yeah, so it sometimes takes good 3-4 months for period to settle after an ectopic. Also remember, ectopic pregnancy is still pregnancy. That means sometimes it takes good 6 months afterwards for hormones to really flow well, as well as how it affected you overall, mentally, emotionally, will also have an impact. Was this first pregnancy? Simra, I said to you, book a consultation. Let me look at your health properly because I don't know your full health. What is in folic acid tablets? Folic acid. That's what's in the tablets. Any advice that is given here on the live, everybody understands that this is not. Any advice that is given here on the live, everybody understands that this is not full history. When I do consultations with my patients, it's an hour-long consultation, okay? And I follow you for 4 weeks. Or follow up with you for 4 weeks, you follow up with me for 4 weeks. Even then, it's not enough. I work with patients for months sometimes to understand how their body works. They need to understand how their body and mind works. So any advice which is given here, it is a quick advice. A quick question, a quick advice based on just some quick idea that you are thinking about. How can we handle that? And if you need more help, that is what consultations are for, okay? Whether with me or with anybody. But if you are having all these issues, you need somebody in addition to, and if gynecologist advice is not helping you, then you need a holistic practitioner, because I'm a holistic practitioner and I'm giving you holistic advice, another holistic way of looking at your health and well-being. Yeah, I hope that is clear to everybody in case it wasn't. Lady Clark, hi, hello. Simra, check my website ashishveda.uk and there is a section called book a consultation and it gives you all the details, what is included in the consultation and the price, and if it is suitable for you, then send an inquiry with the preferable times. Areva, did you hear that as well? Yeah, you're asking about the consultation. Okay. Thank you everybody for being here. Anybody who has given gifts, red hearts, shared the live, or just been here asking questions, thank you for doing that. Also, the more interactive this is, the more it goes out to more people. That's showing that a lot of people are interested in this topic, which they should be. But thank you for doing that. You doing amazing. Oh, thank you very much. Do you have a question? Feel free to ask. I'll be gone in 10 more minutes, so feel free to ask a question. So yeah, the issue is, I think what a lot of people don't understand, especially related to fertility, because we are talking about fertility here, so I will talk about that. When I work with my patients, the ones who are with me for good 3 months at least, we speak every week. There are coaching calls, we speak every week. Even in between the week, if they have an issue, they have a quick question, they're concerned about something, they can text me, they can call me, or I can just be in touch with them. Most people don't have that availability. Most people are not even aware that they should be doing something like that. Even if it is not every week, once every 2-3 weeks, there should be someone who you can ask those questions a practitioner who can work with you, a holistic practitioner, because medical doctors are not doing this. Yeah, or you need a health coach, you need a fertility coach who is there for you, with you, who is also a professional and can support you. Your family and friends support is different kind of support. It is more emotional support. That is if you're lucky, if you have great friends and family around you. And then in addition, you also need practitioner support, practitioners like me who are holistic health practitioners. So that is what most people are missing. Yeah. And when I am supporting those, like I've got two women who are pregnant right now, supporting them and coaching them and being connected with them, I do wonder that the ones who don't have support, how they do it. Yeah. Unless you are a very, very strong-minded person and you don't need anybody's support, which some people could be like that, very small percentage of people. Most people do need that kind of support. And that is what you all are missing. And you should be having someone who can be with you and give you that more informed support about different questions and different, what is happening. Is this okay? Yes, this is okay. Am I okay doing here? This is fine. Yes, this is fine. Even that reassurance goes a long way in keeping that pregnancy. Okay, question. Yesterday I did a pregnancy test and it was positive because I had an ICSI. Are you also expecting a blood test? You should be asking your ICSI clinic. I don't know what their protocol is. You should be having a HCG test or beta testing HCG. What did your clinic say? Pavlina, ICSI is intracytospasmic injection. ICSI is done when there is male fertility factor issue and it is choosing one sperm and fertilizing egg with it. So that's when ICSI is done. It's a part of IVF. It is another form of IVF. That's what ICSI is. Okay, time to go soon. 5 more minutes. If anybody has a question, feel free to ask. Share your journey. What is happening in your fertility? What is it that you're doing and it is not working? And how are you preparing your health? Your health. Body, mind, health. Body, mind, spirit, health. Body, mind, spirit, emotions, health. Psychological health. Emotional health. How are you preparing to be in the best state of your body, mind, health to have a baby, to be the parent that is going to have that beautiful child. How are you preparing for that? Not taking supplements. How are you preparing your health is the question. My name is Ashish. My clinic is called Ashish Veda. We are a bespoke natural fertility care clinic in central London in Harley Street, and I normally see professional couples, women who are very busy and don't generally have the time to do things that they want to do, or they are doing IVF and they want to optimize their chances of getting pregnant first time, or by the time they know that they should be doing this. So those are the people that I normally see, couples that I normally see. Women end up having more treatments as compared to men, because of the nature of it is that women are the ones who are getting pregnant. So those are the people I help with the natural fertility medicines and dietary and lifestyle changes and exercise and mindset training, and also doing natural therapies. We do a lot of natural therapies, including holistic colonic therapies and doing fertility massages, which are really, really highly effective. And I see great results with all of those. And it is a holistic work. It is everything together that makes the best change for the woman and for the couple, so that they get a very, very healthy baby. So if you are looking for that, then book a consultation. Let's start today. If you book a consultation today, we can have a consultation in 2 days. Yeah, that's the earliest normally that we could offer consultations at our clinic, because you need to fill 2 forms, you need to send more information so that we can I can also prep and you can also prep for your consultation. And then there is follow-up after those consultations as well. So check out more information on ashishveda.uk, which is my website. You can also book a consultation via website. There are other guides available which are freely downloadable. You can get those as well from my website. Consultation at my clinic for one person is £345, and for a couple it is £500. So check out, if you want to book, or check out free information which is available here on the channel. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope you have a great day. For how many sessions? 1 session. It's a consultation, Alia. Consultation is 1 session of 60 minutes, and then there is follow-up for 4 weeks, which means that while you are working on your diet and nutrition and understanding about your body, mind constitution, we can touch base every week for 4 weeks. Is that in the package of 345? Yes. Because consultation is not enough. 60 minutes is not enough. Even 2 hours is not enough, because there is so much that needs to be discussed, because we are talking about whole health, holistic health. So there is 4 weeks of follow-up while you are learning breathing exercises. You have questions. There are bound to be questions, and there are always questions about fertility, nutrition. So that's why those touch points are so that you can also take time to go through it, because in one consultation it's just so much information and so difficult to do it just in one time, What do I need to do to heal endometriosis? Alia, endometriosis, a recent patient of mine has healed her endometriosis actually with 2 months of herbal medicines, and doing all what I offer, which is all holistically looking at their diet, nutrition, lifestyle, breath work, mindset, visualization, everything. So you can do the same. I'm not saying you're going to have the same result, but if one patient is having the result, there is huge possibility that you can have great results using herbal medicines. But herbal medicines is what most people are not using, and that's why they're not healing. Right. So, who is having an inspiring day? Would you recommend the depot shot or coil for endometriosis? Alia, I can't tell without really looking at your health overall. I can't tell. If you want to have it, if your gynecologist is recommending, choose according to your own understanding or discuss it with them. If you are my patient, then we discuss things in detail so that I can understand what we are trying to do here and what is the whole history, right? So, what else is happening for everybody on Friday? How are you having an inspiring day? Making it an inspiring day, happy day. What else are you doing to make your day better? Healthier day, happier day. How are you choosing to do that? Alia, can you see my comments? I already replied to your comments, Alia. Do you do online consultations? Of course. In this day and age, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for being here. And I wish you a fabulous, fabulous day. Today is also, yeah, it's a wonderful day, Friday. And I hope you are having a great day or making it to be a great day. If you're looking for a fertility consultation, reach out. And if you're looking to join us for our positive pregnancy 90 days plan, which is for both men and women, for both partners, then also reach out. If you are ready to go, if you really are already fully committed to your health, then reach out and send us an inquiry at ashishveda.uk. Inquiry@ashishveda.uk. Alia, you can also send an email there, or you can also directly message me. Okay? Thank you.